What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Gotti for The Athlete Inquirer. Thank you so much for checking out today's Pro Wrestling Inquirer video. Today, guys, we're here talking a little bit about Samoa Joe. Now, Samoa Joe, a former TNA wrestler, TNA-based wrestler, being a hot topic going around right now, as he is apparently on the rise, about to get into the WWE. Now, this is coming from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. I found this right off of a website called pwpicks.net, and I'm going to give him the whole credit for this video. So I'm going to read you guys something that could spark a nice conversation in the comment section below. I would like you guys to feel free to leave your comments down below about this developing story. Now, I'm going to read right off from pwpicks.net. I'll leave the link down below for the article. Now, let's get right into this. Now, we noted before that Samoa Joe and Jim Ross were in Orlando for last week's WWE NXT tapings, and that Joe met with Triple H about coming into the company. Joe is still expected to start with NXT in June, but it was described to the Wrestling Observer newsletter as not confirmed for June just yet. This could be due to various pre-signing tests talents have to go through. Ross already talked with the company about working on different projects together while he was there. So basically what this is basically telling us is that, even though an official contract has not been signed, Samoa Joe is still expected to be within World Wrestling Entertainment going into the summer, going into summertime. This is a great opportunity because when you look at it, Samoa Joe has made a pit stop, at Pro Wrestling Noah, already on the independent circuit since leaving TNA. Samoa Joe was, the biggest star in TNA in the early 2000s, and still maintained, that high-profile wrestler, status, in the early days, and going into his late days in TNA. Now, what is his role over in WWE going to be? I hope that it's going to end up being like another dominant wrestler on the roster. The WWE has, been rumored on, releasing some, WWE main roster talent. It's opening waves for guys like Neville to come up to the main roster. Get Kevin Owens up at the main roster soon. Even Finn Balor. Finn Balor. If I was him right now, I'd be really disappointed as why the WWE hasn't called him up. He has everything there. Finn Balor has pretty much, before he even signed the developmental contract with the WWE, that if he's down there longer than, I want to say, I think he said like a year or maybe a year even longer, that he wants to be released. It wasn't even going to be worth re-signing or signing with the WWE if he's going to be down developmental for a long period of time. And personally, right now, after that big impact he has made recently within the NXT brand, it's he should have been called up. And the NXT talent, say Finn Balor does get called up. Sami Zayn gets called up. Everybody's waiting for Sami Zayn to get his call up. The roster pool down in NXT is growing thin. You guys got like Ty Dillinger down there, but you got some old alumni from the WWE making appearances to get some in-ring time. Now Samoa Joe being put into hand, does he really need that some veterans to come in here and do some squash matches? I don't think so. I think Samoa Joe is going to end up being that next dominant Kevin Owens type of wrestler. It would not. I would love to see a Kevin Owens Samoa Joe match down in NXT. I think that'll be a huge headliner for a NXT live event, or an NXT live event, probably a takeover show, or whatever the case may be. I think it's going to be a great talent, Samoa Joe coming over to the WWE. But the exact time, how long should Samoa Joe even be down at NXT? You have to start down at NXT. That's what every single superstar coming into the WWE has to do. We've seen some talent be down at developmental for like 2 months, including some of the divas like Cameron, Eva Marie. Some of them have very short stints down in the developmental, or they didn't even have any experience down in developmental. But I don't want to compare divas to professional wrestlers. So, but what? I think Samoa Joe's a guy who, he has the mic work. I like his mic work down in TNA. It's a little bit, free word down there. You're allowed to say basically whatever you want. It's not cut because TNA's TV-14, WWE's PG. So, I think Samoa Joe did great mic work down there. He's an excellent wrestler. His independent circuit stuff is great. I've seen some highlights of him at Pro Wrestling Noah. Mainly his old school TNA stuff I'm a huge fan of. Recently in TNA, being part of the one with the Caval, aka Low Key, Kenny King, that brand over there. That formation was actually pretty interesting. So Samoa Joe, come over to the WWE is something I'm very looking forward to going into the summertime. Just how is he going to make that impact? Is he officially going to sign with the WWE? That's what we're all hoping for. Once Samoa Joe officially left TNA, everybody was like, dude, he's going to come to the WWE because there's obviously, a friendship there with Joe and Triple H. So, hopefully this all comes, together. Hopefully that we see Joe, in NXT by June or July. That's what we're all hoping for. Hopefully we can see, Samoa Joe in the WWE. Probably, early 2016, maybe even late 2015. I think he's already set to go to make a rush on the main roster. He just needs, some extra time to develop before they give him the official thumbs up to come up to the main roster. So let me hear your guys' opinion about this. My name is Justin Gotzi for the Athlete Inquirer, bringing you guys another video of the Professional Wrestling Inquirer. Make sure you guys leave your comments down below. Any thoughts, concerns, anything like that. Make sure you guys go and check out our website, theathleteinquirer.com, for your guys' wrestling needs, sports needs, NFL draft needs. Anything we have sports-wise, you'll find it there on our website. That is theathleteinquirer.com. My name is Justin Gotzi, and I'll see you guys in our next video.